Oh, would you look at that? It is 69 degrees outside. So if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, it is 2:46 a.m. and Insomnia has won the battle of sleep. Like, I was in bed really tired. Like, I felt like I could pass out at any moment. Then I kept checking my phone because I kept getting messages like just one more, that sort of stuff. And then once I decided that's the last message I'm gonna check, I decided to go to sleep. But guess what? That sly bastard decided to sneak in and ruin sleep for me because for some reason I just couldn't sit still. Like, when I got into a comfortable position enough to possibly to fall asleep in, what would happen is that my body would get the urge to move, like it wants to move. It just can't sit still, and I'd be in mental anguish until I actually moved. And it's because of that it's probably because of that kind of triggered, or at least helped, the insomnia manifest to what it is now. As for what I think could be causing it, it's that, it's probably because I took my ADHD meds way later than I should have. Like, I am aware you're supposed to take them in the morning, but ADHD kind of gives you a habit of forgetting meds every now and then. Yesterday was supposed to be a day off work, and I guess I just forgot about the meds. But then I was called in at like 5:40, and that's when I took my meds, which includes the ADHD meds. And of course, they didn't kick in until like 8, 9-ish. So for all we know, I could still be feeling the effect of those meds for now. Also, I had an energy drink. Reason being is because the meds weren't kicking in at work. And so I had an idea, which was to drink an energy drink to try to stimulate myself to focus. But I'm guessing that's why I'm in this predicament. At this point, I just gotta wait it out. Like, if I force myself to sleep, I'll just be tossing and turning all night. So I figured, why not just make a video about it? I'm sure at least 3 people would want to see it. I guess you're expecting me to just talk for the rest of the video, because I already explained you the situation that I'm in. So I guess let's just find something to talk about. Oh, look, there's something on the floor. Old lottery tickets from the beginning of the month. And no, I'm not some billionaire that's in hiding. These tickets are all duds. Like, they could go in the trash for all I care. And I live in Nevada, which doesn't have the lottery, at least not yet, supposedly. So I had to drive. So me and my family had to drive all the way to the state line at Prim, California and Nevada, and go to the lotto store over there to get our tickets. And it's like a 40-50 minute drive away from where I am. So it's not too terribly far, but it's still gonna cost you a bit of gas money. And they only accept cash, so I gotta stop at like a 7-Eleven just to get cash back. So yeah, it's kind of like something you have to plan for just to buy lottery tickets. And to be honest, I think the lottery is a lot better than gambling at the casinos, which is what I have in my area. Because, in my opinion, I don't think the lottery fuels a gambling addiction as much as gambling at a casino would. Because with the lottery, you have this waiting factor. Like sure, you got Daily 3, Fantasy 5, where they do drawings every single day, but some of them, like Mega Millions, Powerball, they only do drawings like once a week. So you just gotta buy your tickets, then wait it out. Your tickets are duds. Buy more tickets. Wait it out until they announce the next numbers. Rinse and repeat. While with the casinos, you just keep putting money in and see what happens. There is no cooldown time. Just keep putting money in and just see what happens. And basically the casino drains your money faster, especially the slots. Don't play the slots. Like, they're an easy way to lose your money. If you're ever in Vegas and you want to play something, try playing like the roulette or a wheel where you have to spin. Because, like, something that will last longer than just mindlessly pushing buttons on to see if the slots align. I was at a Treasure Island like a couple months ago to try gambling for the first time since I kind of recently turned 21. And well, what happened was I got some cash back to use at the casinos, and my stupid self decided to use it on the slots. Ended up losing like $20 right there. $40. But then, and I felt bad. Like, I don't understand how people can get enjoyment out of this. Like, I just feel regret after playing the slots. And well, basically my dad found a game at the casino. I forgot what it was called, but basically there are 4 people that sit around one huge wheel that you spin, and every person has a turn to crank the handle to spin the wheel. Basically, the wheel is obviously split up like a pie with numbers on them, and basically the idea is that you gotta bet on certain spaces and hope that the wheel lands on your space. Of course, some spaces are luckier than others. I decided to give the game a go, and well, and this is where it shows that I'm very inept when it comes to gambling. Basically, I decided to place a bet on the piece number 6, which was kind of hard to achieve. Like, it's one of the lucky pieces of the wheel. So basically, I decided to just press 5 to bet on the 6th space, because I thought 5 was like an in-game credit, and that's when I learned it was you're betting actual money. The numbers represent dollars. Of course, realizing I made that error, I decided to push on the number 1 to see if it'll replace the 5 with a 1. And basically what happened was it did it, and it just added a 1. It just added $1 to the bet. And then I figured if I push 1 again, it'll undo the bet and give me my dollar back. So I pushed it again, betted another $1. So I betted a total of $7 on space number 6 on the wheel. And well, it was time for the moment of truth. Just crank the handle and see where it would land. And by golly, by some miracle, the wheel landed on 6. Like, I kid you not, it somehow landed on 6. Which was pretty exciting, to say the least, because in return, I ended up getting $60 back. So not only do I get pretty much a full refund of the money I wasted, Dad did loan me some money to play on some of the machines, so I also gave him back the money I owed. But overall, it was yeah, like, casinos are a risk. I'd rather just play the lottery. And yeah, I'm aware higher risk equals higher reward, but sometimes you just gotta call your bluff and just realize that some things are stupider than others. Let's see what other story I can tell. The Insomniac story. Might as well show you this. This video is not sponsored, but this is a handheld from a company called Ambernic. They're a Chinese company that makes portable gaming handhelds, and believe it or not, they're actually high quality. Like, of course this case is cheap, but this is my Ambernic RG 350M, and it is built out of metal. I believe it has an aluminum body, has a screen resolution of 640 by 480, so basically standard definition. It's got little controllers. It's got all the buttons you need. Yeah. And basically what it means is that it has all the ports you need, and yeah. Like, it's not the, like, this is one of the cheaper ones. I think I got this for like $100. It runs some weird operating system called Open Dingux. And well, some of the higher end Ambernics, like at the $150 range, those will have Android instead. And I actually have one of those coming in the mail. I ordered, I believe, the Ambernic 155? Let me double check. Oh, it's the RG 505. Basically, it looks like a Nintendo Switch Lite, but it's an Android device that can play pretty much whatever you want. I placed an order for it pretty much a week ago. Pretty much a week ago. I got the email telling me that they shipped it like 6 days ago. Like, because I ordered from their Chinese warehouse because any other warehouse they had, it was unavailable. And well, if you order from China, expect to wait a week or 2 weeks. Like, I don't know if the handheld even made it to America yet. It's probably waiting on a plane in China for all we know. But when I get that, I will cover it in a video. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, Ambernic makes solid handhelds, and the reason why you'd probably want to get one is portable emulation. Like, I have a Steam Deck, and it's great at what it does. Like, it can emulate just about anything, but it is big and bulky. Like, it's actually bigger and bulkier than a Model 1 Lynx, Atari Lynx. So I figured I want to emulate my game collection, but I didn't want something big and bulky, so I got this Ambernic 350M, which is a lot more palatable in size. Like, I can put this in my pocket, and yeah. The firmware comes with kind of sucks, in my opinion. Like, so basically what I did was I replaced the firmware on this with something called Atom, which is a which is a lot more like a proper emulation front end. Like, feels a lot more like emulation station on, how do you say, the Raspberry Pi. And before before some Nintendo lawyer decides to call me a pirate, if you've watched my YouTube shorts, I showed off that I had a device that can rip the old cartridges into a ROM file. So I did get the ROM files legitimately. I dumped them myself, and I'm not showing footage of them, so they don't really have grounds to copyright claim me on. Like, I'm not showing any of their content, so they can't do squat. Legally speaking, at least. But anywho, this is what happens when you turn it on. Oh god, it's not turning on. It's not turning on. I think the battery's dead. Because that's the thing, like, I carry this around with me, like, all the time, and, sometimes I am oblivious to whether or not, if it's actually charged or not. Like, sometimes I just put this into sleep mode, and I forget about it, and the battery just dies. Like, and next thing you know, I'm just carrying around a dead device that I can't even use. So, yeah, that's always fun. I'll probably talk more about the Ambernicks in a dedicated video in the future, because according to my camcorder, I only got like 2 minutes left, and I don't really want to bore you with that. But what else do I have I can show? I only got like maybe a minute. I have this random Polaroid. Yeah, I don't know what that one's about. Ooh. But yeah, it is. Let me see, what time is it now? 3:07. It is 3 a.m. and I am just recording a video in front of a light, possibly talking to myself. Well, not really. I'm talking into this thing, but yeah. Reason why this is in view, this sound recorder. I don't want to talk loudly, like, I don't want to wake up anyone in the house. I can hear snoring from the other rooms. But either way, seems that I'm pretty much out of time on my memory card, on the frickin' camera, so I might as well call it a night. I'll edit this, and I probably won't hit the hay until like 4 or 5 a.m., so thank you for spending the time to watch this. And I guess, I don't know, like, I'm like this, I like to consider myself like an underground channel. Like, if you're in the know about me, then you know, like, I'm your secret content creator. That sort of stuff. But yeah, I gotta go. Camera says 0 minutes. See ya.